Next topic, JSP. Note down. JSP. Note down. JSP stands for Java Server Pages. JSP stands for Java Server Pages. JSP stands for Java Server Pages. Note down. JSP is a specification for developing web applications with Java programming language. JSP is a specification for developing web applications with Java programming language. So JSP stands for Java Server Pages. JSP definition. This is JSP full form. This is JSP definition. JSP is a specification for developing web applications with Java programming language. So JSP full form is Java Server Pages. JSP definition is it is a specification for developing web applications with Java programming language. You already studied Solidus. Solidus definition same. Solidus is a specification for developing web applications with Java programming language. So Solidus definition, JSP definition same, no change. But already we have Solidus. Why JSP? I'll explain. See, you observe when Solidus came, when JSP came, when Java came, just you observe. Say Solidus version history. Solidus version history. Wikipedia website. Say first version when it is introduced, just you observe. Solidus. See Java Solid 1.0 version, December 1996. Already know Java came and existed the market in 1995. So after 1 year, Solidus came. After 1 year, Solidus came. Solidus latest specification 6.0. Okay, 2022 May 31st, this year only. So Solidus introduced in 1996. JSP. You observe JSP version history. JSP first version. Say JSP introduced in 1999. JSP introduced in 1999. Okay. Say initial release 1999 year. So JSP introduced in 1999, but Solid introduced in 1996. So after 3 years, JSP came. After 3 years, JSP came. See, Java introduced. Java introduced. See, Solidus, JSP, Java. Just you observe, if you compare. 1 minute. Say 1995. 1995 Java introduced. 1995. 1996 Solidus introduced. 1999 JSP introduced. Okay. Actually, internet came and existed in the market in 1990. 1990 internet came. Say After 5 years, Java came. After 1 year, Solidus came. After 3 years, JSP came. This is so 1990 internet came and exists in the market. 1990. So internet came and exists in the market in 1990. After 5 years, Java came. Java especially made for developing internet applications only. So Java especially introduced in the market to develop internet applications. So 1995 Java came. So Java is the first programming language to develop internet applications. But before 95, how they developed internet applications? By using C, C++, Smalltalk, Ada, Simula. What are the languages already exist? Using those languages they developed. But developing web applications, not only programming language, specification also required. Before Solidus, which specification was popular? Before Solidus also one specification was there. That is already taught while teaching Solidus. Which specification was popular? I given CGI, Common Gateway Interface. I given no? CGI versus Solidus. I thought. So CGI specification before 96. So up to 96, which specification they used? CGI. Okay. Up before Java, what are the language they used? C and C++. They used C, C++, Smalltalk, Ada, Simula. What are the languages already exist? So before Java, they used C and C++. Before Solidus, they used CGI. Okay. Now Java especially made for developing internet applications. Java especially made for internet application. Internet applications purpose, Java is number one. Not only 1995, 2022 also Java position number one for developing internet application. Okay. So when Java came and exists in the market, the C, C++, they stopped. But C, C++ programming language not outdated. For developing web applications, they stopped. Okay. For developing web applications, they stopped. And when Solidus came, CGI stopped. When Solidus came. Okay. For developing applications, programming language required as well as specification required. Programming language Java, specification Solidus. Like this they used it. But after 3 years JSP came. But why JSP? Already we have Solidus. Why JSP? I'll explain. So 1995 Java came. 95 onwards, 2022 Java booming in the market for developing internet applications. But C, C++ programming language stopped, not outdated. For developing system software, C, C++ number one. For developing internet applications, Java number one. So C, C++ not outdated, but CGI specification is outdated. So then Solidus came and exists in the market. Now see, first of all, they introduced CGI, Common Gateway Interface. After a few days, after a few years, Solidus came. When Solidus came and exists in the market, CGI was outdated. Solidus became as popular, it was boomed in the industry. Okay. Already I compared CGI and Solidus. Why CGI outdated? What are the disadvantages of CGI? Running? Solidus, CGI also server only. HTML runs in browser. HTML program, applet program runs in browser. CGI program, Solidus program runs in server only. Why is CGI outdated? I given already. CGI versus Solidus. While teaching solids only given. 5 days holidays came. You forgot all. Here already see an online student, one student given answer. Every request, new process. Every request, new process. Okay. See, so CGI based web server creates a new process for every request. If 1000 requests come, 1000 process creates. But Solids, one only. First request only, new process created. Remaining all requests are handled by child process. Multi-threading, they applied. Okay, multi-threading they applied. So with this reason only CGI was outdated. Say CGI Solids. See 1990 onwards up to 1996 CGI they used. When Solids came, it is outdated. Okay. See, CGI based web server creates a new process for every request. Every request, new process create. Solids based web server creates a new process for very first request only. And remaining all requests are handled by child process. Nothing but threads, multi-threading. Inbuilt multi-threading will be there. So Solids, it will become as popular with this reason, because 1000 requests means 1000 process. Here 1000 requests also one process. So here CJ is burden to server. Server point of view burden. Every request new process means it is burden to server. So the burden reduced with Solids. Solids become as popular. And like this, with this reason only Solids become as popular. At the same time, Microsoft company, they released ASP, Active Server Pages. Then competition started between Solids and ASP. Solids is a specification for developing web applications with Java programming language. ASP, Active Server Pages, is a specification for developing web applications with the VB script language. Then competition started. It is also one process. It is also one process. Remaining all requests are handled by child process. Solids ASP, same. Every very first request only new process. Here also very first request only new process. And these two competition started. It is from Sun Microsystem company. It is from Microsoft company. And if you compare these two, Solids based web server creates a new process for very first request only. ASP based web server creates a new process for very first request only. Same, but what's the difference? This concept is same. What's the difference? Solids, if you want to learn, compulsory core Java knowledge required. For learning core Java, at least little bit C language knowledge required. But for learning VB script, no need anything, directly you can learn. So directly you can learn VB script, and directly you can learn ASP, but Solids not possible. And also it is very lengthy. Welcome program, if you want to write, minimum 10 lines you have to write. You need to import two packages, IO package, Solid package. Next you have to write class. Next you have to write inheritance, extends HTTP Solid. Next you have to write do get or do post or both or service you have to write. Later you have to write try catch blocks. Later you have to write print writer. Then you can send welcome message. Minimum 10 lines required here. But here just one line. 10 lines code here just equivalent to one line. So developing application very quickly possible and learning ASP very quickly possible as compared to Solids. So rapid application development is possible with ASP. If you develop web application with ASP, suppose it has taken for 3 members 1 month. Same application, 3 members, 3 months required in Solids. So it takes more time to develop applications, and it is not easy. ASP very easy. That's what Sun Microsystem also what they did, they introduced JSP because of this competition. JSP raised Java server pages. This is here 10 lines code, here just one line. Now if you want to write a welcome program in JSP, just one line only, but here 10 lines, but here just one line, and very quickly you can learn, very quickly you can develop applications. After getting JSP, Servlet's not outdated, still it is not outdated. Why? You'll understand after JSP. But after getting JSP, Servlet's not outdated, but after getting Servlet's, CJ outdated. But after getting JSP, Servlet's not outdated. Why? You will understand after learning JSP. See, JSP become as popular. It is also boomed in the industry. And then again, they compared this one and ASP. ASP advantage, rapid application development, very quickly can learn. But that is possible with JSP. That means the drawbacks of Servlets achieved with JSP. The drawbacks of Servlets achieved with JSP. And again, the competition started between JSP, ASP. It is same. Here one line only, it is very quickly can develop application possible. Very quickly can learn, very quickly can develop. And but as compared to ASP, so many advantages are there with JSP. All Java advantages are JSP advantages. Platform independent, architecture independent, server independent, browser independent, like that. It is popular. And after getting JSP, Servlet's not outdated. And JSP, just one line. Very quickly can develop application, very easy to implement. But developing new specification, very quickly possible. But developing new server, it is not easy. JSP understandable server required. Now already Servlet's understandable servers, many came in the market. Like a Tomcat, WebLogic, WebSphere, JBoss, Sun1, like a Pramati, Glassfish, and Jetty, Resin, Java web server, personal web server. So many servers came when Servlets came. Servlet's understandable servers introduced. But later, after 3 years only, JSP came. Again, JSP understandable servers required. But what they did is, JSP understandable servers not developed. Just one piece of software developed. The software is called JSP Engine. JSP Engine. What this JSP Engine will do is, it will take JSP as input. JSP as an input, it will take. So if you write a JSP program, that JSP program as an input it will take, again it converts into a Servlet. So output comes again Servlet. That means if you write a JSP program, if you deploy in server, what will be happen is your JSP program converted into Servlet by this software. At last, what is going to be executed? Servlet is going to be executed. You are writing one line only. Again, that is converted to 10 lines. You are writing one line code only. Burden reduced to programmer, but burden increased to server. Because server has to convert. Okay. Burden reduced to programmer, burden increased to server. Programmer point of view, burden reduced. So you are writing one line only. That line again convert into 10 lines. So JSP, instead of developing new servers, what they did is one piece of software developed. That software is called JSP Engine. It converts JSP into a Servlet. Nothing but you are writing JSP. Backside Servlet only running. Converted, again running. So programmer point of view, burden reduced. You are writing one line only. But system point of view, burden increased. Server point of view is burden only. Okay. But Servlets, JSP, these all, where they are using, already I told, these all not in use, present for learning frameworks only, this knowledge is required. So in a frameworks, if you use, inside the framework, 3 parts will be there. MVC frameworks, model view controller. The controller nothing but Solid, view nothing but JSP, model nothing but Java Bean. These three combined. With that, more benefits are there. With that reason only, Solid also not outdated. Solids required for frameworks, JSP required for frameworks, Java Bean required for frameworks. These three they combined. With that, frameworks are designed. As compared to this one, as compared to Solid, frameworks very quickly can develop. Ready-made programs. Here, welcome program if you want to write in Solid, minimum 10 lines required. But JSP if you want to write, 1 line required. In a framework, that line also no need to write. You need to fill the data. So welcome program also, complicated program also, code is there. Open the code, customize, again pack, deploy. That type. So frameworks are very quickly can develop with frameworks, but learning frameworks directly not possible. That is the reason advanced Java. With advanced Java, frameworks becomes easy. That purpose you are learning. But in real time, all companies are using frameworks only. Very few companies, small scale industry, they are using Solid, JSP, Java Bean independently. But real time, maximum MNC companies, they are using frameworks only. But directly framework not possible. That is the reason you are learning advanced Java. Okay. Write this one. I'll give notes. JSP engine. Write this one. JSP engine is a piece of software and it converts JSP into a Solid. JSP engine is a piece of software and it converts JSP into a Solid. JSP engine is a part of server. So JSP writing program new style, but at last what is converted again into converted to Solid one. So backside Solid program only going to run. You will think JSP running. JSP will not run. Server cannot understand JSP. Server doesn't know JSP. Server knows only Solid. Who knows JSP? That software knows JSP engine. That is only JSP engine. It's on software. It is a part of server only. That software only can understand JSP. Whenever you deploy JSP in server, first JSP engine will read the JSP and it converts into a Solid. Then again backside Solid only will run. But you will send the request to JSP. You will send the request to JSP. You will get output. What will think? JSP only executed. You will get output. You'll think. Actually, JSP is not executed. Solid. JSP converted into Solid. Solid executed. You'll get output. Okay. Now, here. Next, write it. JSP architecture. JSP architecture. JSP architecture. I'll give. JSP architecture heading. JSP architecture. Now just listen. I'll give time for writing. Listen. Say, suppose it is server. It's a web server. You'll write one JSP program. You'll deploy. You'll write some JSP code. So what you'll do is you'll write one JSP program. So a file name demo.jsp. Demo.jsp program will write. Now it is no compilation, nothing. It's like a HTML program type. It's a HTML program type. Write, deploy. That's it. Then you can send the request. Web client. From web client, we'll send the request. Nothing but browser. In address bar, you'll type. You'll type here http://localhost 8082 like file name, suppose demo.jsp. You'll type. Then your request passed. This request is called HTTP request. Okay. Now, see, like a HTML program, solid program means you'll compile, after that you'll deploy. But HTML program type, will write the JSP, will deploy. After deploying, you'll send the request. Whenever you send the request, what will be happen is first JSP engine will read. JSP engine. JSP engine, it takes this program as an input. This program as an input it takes. JSP program as an input it takes. Okay. This JSP program, it will read. JSP engine will read JSP program. But JSP program, you can write HTML code also, CSS code also, JavaScript also, all we can mix. Because in solid program also we can write HTML, no? Solid program with HTML, like that. JSP with HTML, we can write. But JSP engine knows only JSP. It doesn't know HTML. Okay. So what will be happen here? This JSP engine extracts the JSP code. Extracts JSP code and converts into a solid. Okay. One minute. It extracts JSP code and converts into a solid because it knows only its JSP. Extract JSP code and converts into a solid. So if the file name is demo.jsp, then your file name will be demo_jsp.java, like that generated. The file name is test.jsp, here test_jsp.java, like that generated. So JSP engine can understand only JSP code. That's what extracts JSP code and converts into a solid. It doesn't know solid. It doesn't know HTML. It doesn't know CSS. It doesn't know JavaScript. As remaining as it is placed. This program compiled by Java compiler. Java compiler also present in the server. Java compiler. What this compiler will generate is .class file. That file name demo_jsp.class. Like .class file generated. Demo.class. Demo_jsp.class. Already know under Java runtime environment it is executed. JRE compulsory. Already know which is a default MIME type. MIME type is studied, no? Multi-purpose internet mail extensions. Output captured like HTML because default MIME type is text by HTML. This output transferred to browser. So you'll get an output here. This is called HTML request, HTTP request. It is called HTTP response. Okay. Now, this is architecture. First, what will happen? See, we'll write JSP program, we'll deploy, and we'll send the request. Then your JSP converted into a solid by engine. That is compiled by Java compiler. .class file generated. That is executed under JRE. Then output captured like HTML. Then output transferred to browser. So whenever you send the request to solid, .class file we are placing. Executed output comes. But here different. Conversion, compilation, execution. It takes time as compared to solid. JSP slow. But only first request. Second request onwards, already .class file generated, no? That is only executed. Very first request only slow. Second request onwards, same time. Write this architecture. Is it over? Say, we'll write JSP program, we'll deploy in server. We'll write JSP program, we'll deploy in server. No compilation, nothing. Compilation done server side only. So we'll write JSP, we'll deploy in server. From browser, we'll send the request to JSP. Then what will be happen? Server side, JSP engine will be there. JSP engine only knows JSP. Other parts of the server cannot understand JSP code. Only JSP engine can understand JSP. What JSP engine will do? It converts into a Servlet. That Servlet compiled by Java compiler. It is also part of server. Java compiler also is there in server. It converts into a .class file. This .class file executed by JRE. Output captured like HTML, passed to browser. This is JSP architecture. Okay. Is it over? No done. There are three phases in JSP. There are three phases in JSP architecture. There are three phases in JSP architecture. There are three phases in JSP architecture. First phase, conversion. Second phase, compilation. Third phase, execution. There are three phases in JSP architecture. First phase, conversion. Second phase, compilation. Third phase, execution. Conversion done by JSP engine. Compilation done by Java compiler. Execution done by Java runtime environment. JSP engine, Java compiler and JRE are the part of server. JSP engine, Java compiler and JRE are the part of server. Conversion done by JSP engine, compilation done by Java compiler, execution done by Java runtime environment. JSP engine, Java compiler and JRE are the part of server. So these all available in server only. Server software only. JRE is there, JRE is there, Java compiler is there, JSP engine is there. So whenever first request if you send, converted, compiled, executed. When second request if you send, only executed. Okay. First request only takes time. Second request onwards, same. Second request onwards up to last request, no difference. First request to second request only difference appears. Later, second request, how much time it will take? Third request also same time it will take. Three phases will be there: compilation, conversion, compilation, execution. Conversion done by JSP engine, compilation done by Java compiler, execution done by JRE. So you are writing JSP program, you are deploying in server. JSP converted into Servlet. After that, same style, Servlet style only. So writing JSP program only you have to learn. Concepts are same. Whatever you did in Servlets, same you can do in JSP. Okay. For writing JSP program, JSP elements required. Note up. JSP elements. JSP elements are divided into, JSP elements are used to write JSP programs. JSP elements are used to write JSP programs. JSP elements are divided into three categories. First one, scripting elements. Second one, directives. Third one, actions. JSP elements are used to write JSP programs. JSP elements are divided into three categories. First one, scripting elements. Second one, directives. Third one, actions. So JSP elements are used to write JSP programs. JSP elements are divided into three categories. First one, scripting elements. Second one, directives. Third one, actions. Scripting elements, directives, actions. So if you know the JSP elements, you can write JSP program. Writing JSP program, what we require is elements. Elements are divided into three categories. First category, scripting elements. Second category, directives. Third category, actions. Now, first category, scripting elements. Now, these elements, what purpose? With core Java knowledge, you can understand. Just I'll give the list only. Scripting elements, scriptlets, declarations, expressions, comments. So scriptlets, scripting elements, four scripting elements are there. Scriptlets, declarations, expressions, comments. Directives, three directives are there. Page directive, include directive, tag lib directive. Three directives are there. Actions, many actions are there. 9 actions are there. First one, JSP colon forward, JSP colon include. These elements, if you know, you can write JSP program. That's it. If you know the elements, you can write the program. Forward, include, use bin. Here JSP also Java, so case sensitive. Here P capital. JSP colon set property. JSP colon get property. Plugin. For writing JSP program, these all required. JSP colon fallback. JSP colon params. JSP colon param. Forward, include, use bean, set property, get property, plugin, fallback, params, param. JSP colon symbol. So writing program style is different, complete different. Okay, it just appears like a HTML type. Writing program style is different, complete different. So scripting elements, directives, actions. Scripting elements, directives, and actions. Three categories of elements. These all elements, if you know, you can write JSP program. Now, first category, scripting elements. Each element syntax I'll explain. Say, if I explain these all, scriptlet, what purpose, declaration, what purpose, expression, what purpose, comments, what purpose, like this, if I explain, it takes more time. But one small technique is there, the technique I'll explain. For learning that technique, core Java knowledge is required. Core Java compulsory. So with core Java knowledge and solid knowledge, which element required, you can select. One small technique is there, simple technique. That technique I'll explain. Then no need to remember these all, what purpose, when we have to use like this all. With only core Java knowledge, you can recognize what is required, what is not required, you can understand. That technique I'll explain, but before technique, first concepts, syntaxes I'll explain. Now first category, scripting elements. In scripting elements, first one, scriptlet. Scriptlet syntax. What is the use of scriptlet? With core Java knowledge, you'll understand. Syntax, less than symbol, percentile symbol. After that, you can write the code, percentile symbol, greater than symbol, or JSP colon scriptlet. You can write the code, JSP colon scriptlet. Here Java code. Whatever you want, you can write Java code. But while writing, how to select, I'll explain with simple technique. This is called open tag. We have two syntaxes. This is called close tag. It's a HTML type. It's an open tag. It is a close tag. It is a prefix. It is a tag name. It is called open tag. It is called close tag. It is prefix. It is tag name. Here you can write Java code. Say why prefix? If prefix is not there, which is HTML tag, which is JSP tag, confusion comes. Because HTML JSP also will mix. Solid HTML we mixed. That type we can mix here also. HTML JSP also you can combine. But what's the difference is there HTML inside a solid we written. But here JSP inside HTML will write reverse. In a pw.println, HTML code we written. So HTML inside a solid we written. But here reverse. JSP inside HTML will write. JSP inside HTML. Just reverse. Okay. Say two syntaxes are there. This is also you can write. This is also you can write. Whichever you want you can write. Less than percentile. starting, percentile greater than, ending. In one line also, two lines also, 10 lines also. Starting less than percentile, ending greater than percentile greater than. In between, you can write Java code. This is one syntax. One more syntax is HTML type. Just JSP colon scriptlet. It is open tag. It is close tag. While writing HTML also, HTML close will write no like that. It is slash. So it is close tag. It is open tag. It is close tag. But why prefix? Prefix is not there. Whether it is HTML or JSP, confusion comes. That's what prefix. With this prefix, you'll understand it is JSP tag. Okay. It is open tag. It is close tag. In between, you can write Java code. It is prefix. It is a tag name. Okay. This is scriptlet code. Scriptlet syntax. Next. Declaration syntax. But what's the difference between declaration and scriptlet? That is only simple technique is there. I'll explain. Scriptlet declaration syntax. Declaration, just one exclamation mark symbol. Or JSP colon declaration. JSP colon declaration. It is declaration syntax. So here Java code. Here Java code. Same. It is open tag. It is close tag. It is, oh sorry, your slash missed. Your slash. It is Java code. It is called open tag. It is called close tag. Open tag, close tag. Same. It is prefix. It is tag name. Here Java code. It is prefix. It is tag name. So what's the difference you observe? Only this symbol here. Okay. Exclamatory mark symbol. And here tag name is declaration. Their tag name is scriptlet. But when we have to use this one, when we have to use that one, by mistake, scriptlet plays declaration, declaration plays scriptlet. If you write what will happen, also I'll explain. For selecting which element required, that is based on core Java knowledge. That simple technique is there. I'll explain. Is it declaration? So only the symbol is different here. Here tag name is declaration. Next, third one, expression. Expression syntax. Expression syntax equal to Here JSP colon expression. JSP colon expression. Open tag, close tag. Java code. Prefix, tag name. So here equal to symbol. Just here one symbol different. Okay, but declaration, scriptlet, expression, what's the difference? When to use expression, when to use declaration, you will understand in tomorrow class. Okay, just a fourth one, comment syntax I'll give. This third one, expression. So first category scripting elements, with that some programs we'll see later. Second category. Okay, so it is open tag, it is close tag, it is prefix, it is a tag name, it is Java code. Fourth one, comments. Comments, we have only one syntax. Comments. Syntax, just two hyphen symbols. Again, two hyphen symbols. Like this. This is comment. Here, comment you can write. Four syntax is only given. Programs we'll see tomorrow. And what's the difference also you'll understand tomorrow. How to write JSP programs also you'll understand tomorrow. And how to select scriptlet or declaration or expression also you'll understand tomorrow. Tomorrow class we'll see. Okay.